Blessed good morning, blessed Friday to you, son of God, you daughter of God, right? Yes, I hope all is well with you that is watching me right now. And if everything is fine, beloved, just take life easy, all right? One day at a time, step by step. Today, daily mood topic is, how do you know? So, son of God, daughter of God that is watching me right now, right? Yes, how do you know that you are naked in your wrongdoings? How do you know that you're a sinner? How do you know that you continue, right? Yes, to live in sin, left, right, and center. How do you know that you are naked, son of God, daughter of God? What I mean by this? Well, you see in Genesis 3, verse 11, guys, right? Yes, and it says, and he said, who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I have commanded you not to eat from? So what the scripture is saying to you as a man, you as a woman, in Genesis 3 verse 11, it is saying to somebody that Adam and Eve was given an instruction from God not to eat a particular fruit, guys, right? Yes, because as you know the story of Adam and Eve, they were placed in a garden that have everything that they need. But, there was one in particular fruit tree, which is an apple tree, right? Yes, and God told them not to eat from this tree, because if you end up eat from this tree, right? Yes, then you're going to die, right? Yes, but they did not listen to the command of God for their life. Instead, they listened to the whispers, the voice of the evil one, the voice of the serpent, the betrayer, the backstabber, right? The one who despised the very essence of who they are, right? Yes, so instead they listened to the creator who created them, they listened to the serpent, the voice of the serpent, guys. And as you know, the story of Adam and Eve, guys, right? Yes, they lost at Paradise Island, right? Yes, because, right? Yes, of them not listen to the voice of God for their life is the same way as men and women today of society. When we don't listen to the command of God for our life, the instruction of God for our life, right? Yes, then we fall on the rugged road and the rocky road and the muddy road, right? Yes, we not follow the straight and narrow path for our life because we listen to the serpent, the liar, the backstabber, the betrayer, the one who come and whisper all the lies them, all the fancy lies them to us. Are them the people that we will listen to, guys? We don't listen to the voice of the creator, none at all. It's the same with Adam and Eve, guys, right? So if you're that man or that woman and, bad situation happened to you because you did not listen to the instruction of God for your life, right? Just like Adam and Eve, right? Yes, they did not listen to the command of God. Do not eat from that particular tree. You can eat from every other tree, but the one, the particular, don't eat from it. So anyhow, the serpent plan up all them kind of things, guys, because remember, the enemy always alert, guys. So the enemy see the perfect opportunity, right? And him go to Eve, right? Yes, the weaker vessel, right? Yes, and entice her and tell her all the nice things, that if you eat this particular nice red fruit, right, that looks so delicious, right, you will be like God, right, knowing good and bad, right? Yes, but that was all a lie, because God instructs them not to eat from it, because if you eat from it, then you're going to die, right? It's the same way, guys, with our life. When we don't listen to the instruction of God for our life, to follow the straight and narrow path, and we go and we look to the left and we look to the right, what happened to us? Right, we go on the rocky road, the rugged road, right, the muddy road for our life, right? Yes, guys, and then when you look, the realization that, hey, all along I should have followed the path of the straight and narrow path. I should have followed God's command for my life, right? Yes, how many of you watching me right now who have been through that moment in your life, that realization that you are naked in sin, that you're naked and drenched in sin, guys, right? How many of you watching me right now, right? Yes, who have looked within your flaws and realized that, hey, I should have not done this. I should have not go on that rugged road. I should not go on that rocky road. I should have followed the straight and narrow path for my life, right? Yes, so, Adam and Eve, the moral of the story is that Adam and Eve's eyes was open to the revelation, to the truth all along that God have told them, the instruction that God have told them not to, because this and that will happen to you. They wake up to the truth that God was telling them all along, that the enemy was a liar, a backstabber, a betrayer. They recognize that the enemy betrayed them, lied to them, guys. The enemy, in fact, is a trickster, guys. The enemy is a sweet mouth, sweet talker, tickle the fancy. So that's what the enemy did. to Adam and Eve, guys, right? Yes, and they lost that paradise, guys. It's the same way, guys, when we don't follow the instruction of God for our life, right? How many of you watching me right now have been through that, right? Yes, been through that, moment of time when you don't follow the laws of God for your life, and you look to the left and you look to the right, and you fall on the rugged road and the rocky road and the muddy road, right, for your life. How many of you can be honest and say that, right? Yes, in life, guys, the moral of the story is that we are not going to be perfect because, our ancestors, they messed up big time, guys. They messed up, and that's why it's good, guys, when you do wrong, when you find out that you're naked in sin, that you're naked and drenched in sin, guys, is for you to recognize your wrongdoing, that you're drenched in nakedness, and acknowledge your wrongdoing and go to God, right? And go to God humbly and ask God for forgiveness, guys. Many people today, they're afraid of, upholding, right? Yes, the righteousness of God. Many people today refuse to turn the other cheek. Many people today refuse to go humbly to God and ask for forgiveness because of ego, right? Yes, guys. So I just want to encourage someone today. Don't be afraid. If you're a person and you know that you have done some wrong, don't be afraid to go to God in prayer and ask God to forgive you, son of God, daughter of God. God will forgive you, guys. It's all about you having faith and going to God humbly, as a humble man, as a humble woman, and ask God for forgiveness. Right, guys? Yes. So read Genesis 3, verse 11. And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I have commanded you not to eat from?" So the lies of the enemy was being exposed. So their eyes was open to the truth, to the revelation that all along God was telling them the truth, that if you eat from this tree, right, yes, you're going to perish. Right, yes. It's the same way, guys, in life, when we don't listen to the voice of God, but we listen to the voice of the serpent, the cunning one, right? The one we always entice, always, backstabbing you, right? Yes, behind closed doors. Right, yes, guys, how many people are guilty of that? Right, guys, yes, man. So read Genesis 3, verse 11, meditate on that scripture. It's a very good scripture to remind us of where we're coming from, of where everything has started from, guys. Right, yes, it's all about knowing the truth, guys. So, in fact, Adam and Eve, realized that God was right all along, and the enemy is a liar, is a backstabber, is a betrayer. Right, that don't love them, that don't care about them, right? Yes, that what really and truly had a plan up his sleeve, wanted them to perish. It's the same way when you have friends, family, lovers who lie to you, betray you, backstab you, right? Yes, tell you all the fancy things in life, but all along they had only one aim, was to destroy the very essence of who you are, son of God, daughter of God. And that's why, guys, yes, you that is watching me right now, it's better you listen to the voice of God than the voice of the serpent. All right, guys, yes. I pray you have a wonderful and a blessed Friday. May the good Lord guide and protect you. Walk good. One love. Thank you.